Be ready. Start. It is not in dispute that till the framing of the 1998 rules, appointments to the post of masters and teachers were governed by the 1955 rules. In terms of Rule 3 of the 1955 rules, all appointments to the posts in the service were required to be made by the director, with the exception that the divisional inspector stroke inspectoress of the school and principals of government colleges could make temporary or officiating appointment to a post other than that of the headmaster or headmistress or an assistant district inspector of schools, and the tenure of such appointment could not exceed 3 months. In terms of Rule 8 of the 1955 rules, a person appointed by direct appointment was required to be placed on probation for 1 year in the first instance, and on completion of the period of probation, the director could confirm the probationer. If the work or conduct of the probationer was found unsatisfactory, the director could either terminate his stroke her service or extend the period of probation up to a maximum period of 3 years. Clause 2 of Rule 8 postulated counting of officiating service as period spent on probation. The basic criteria for fixation of seniority embodied in Rule 9 was the date of confirmation. Rule 6(1) of the 1998 rules lays down that the joint director schools shall be competent to make appointment to the post of middle school headmaster, social studies master, science master, mathematics master, agriculture master, commerce master, demonstrator in physical education PT master, home science master, art master, and music master. Subrule 2 of Rule 6 postulates appointment on the post of Sanskrit, Hindi, and Punjabi teacher, physical training instructor, art and craft teacher, drawing teacher, tailoring teacher, and tabla player by the concerned district education officers. Rule 10 of the 1998 rules is substantially similar to Rule 8 of the 1955 rules and lays down that any person appointed by direct recruitment shall remain on probation for a period of 2 years, which can be extended upon a maximum of 3 years. On satisfactory completion of the period of probation, the appointing authority could confirm such person from the date of occurrence of permanent vacancy, and if there was no such vacancy, then grant a declaration that the appointee has satisfactorily completed the period of probation. Rule 11 lays down that seniority inter se of the members of service shall be determined by the length of continuous service. Third proviso to this rule and clauses A to D of that proviso regulate the fixation of seniority in different eventualities. An analysis of notification dated 28/1/1970 shows that the Governor of Haryana had, in exercise of the powers conferred upon him by Article 309, constituted the board. The primary function of the board is to give advice in the matter of appointment to all non-gazetted Class 3 posts under the state government. By notification dated 29/6/1973, the scope of the board's functions was enlarged and consultation with the board was made mandatory in the matters of promotion to Class 3 posts under the state government, promotions and transfers from one service or post to another service or post pertaining to Class 3 and Class 4, disciplinary matters pertaining to Class 3 and Class 4 employees, methods of recruitment, and the principles to be followed in making appointments to Class 3 and Class 4 posts, etc. By virtue of proviso to the amended clause 6, the state government is empowered to issue notification to dispense with the requirement of consultation with the board in respect of such posts and matters as may be specified therein. We shall now consider whether the respondents were regularly appointed as masters, physical training instructor, and Hindi teacher between 1994 and 1996, whether the competent authority should have taken into consideration their total length of service for the purpose of fixation of seniority, and whether the High Court rightly applied the ratio of the judgments of this court in direct recruit class 2 engineering officers association versus State of Maharashtra Supra and Dr. Chandra Prakash versus State of UP Supra for the purpose of directing refixation of the respondent's seniority. A reading of order dated 16/10/1995 issued by District Education Officer Panipat makes it crystal clear that even though respondent number 1 Vijay Singh was appointed as science master on the recommendations of the district level committee, his appointment was purely ad hoc with a tenure of 6 months or till the availability of a candidate for regular appointment, whichever was earlier. The other respondents were appointed in the same manner with similar stipulation. The reason why the respondents were appointed on purely ad hoc basis is not far to seek. The concerned district education officers did send requisitions to the employment exchanges. Thank you.